Holistic connection. Let's heal. Holistic connection. Let's learn. Holistic connection. Let's grow. Holistic connection. Let's be real.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 50th episode of Holistic Connections, Conversations with Holistic Practitioners. And I'm so excited. I have invited my very first guest to come on again for this episode because she is the one that helped me start it all. And the first few did not get on the podcast platforms. So that's one thing that has changed from the first episode to this one, now the 50th episode, is now it is also on podcast platforms, which I never planned to do in the beginning. So we will put her episode below in the description. So if you want to go back and watch her first one after this one, that might be fun to do. And I was just telling her that I watched it and I was ready to cringe, but it was great. I didn't have to cringe at all. So I will have my guest introduce herself and share what you do in the holistic healing space and what might have changed since last year for you.
Yeah, excellent. It's hard to believe that it's been a year already.
I know.
It's kind of wild how fast time is going. My name is Jen. I am the owner and practitioner here at Our Essential Energies in Roseville, California. Got a small studio here on Sunrise Avenue, and primarily what I've been doing is sound baths. So as you can see behind me, I've got some of my instruments there. Oh, there we go. And so I host sound baths here in the studio relatively consistently Sunday nights and Wednesday nights, and do one-on-one sessions as scheduled as well. And we can talk a little more about sound baths too, I'm sure, as we get into the session here. I also am a level 2 Reiki practitioner, so I do one-on-one sessions for Reiki here in studio. I have a small space in the back for that. And for what has changed, I've been working really hard the last 6 months to wrap up a program called SIT. It stands for Subconscious Imprint Technique. And I'm just wrapping up the certification right now, so it's very exciting. It is a one-on-one, kind of like a talk therapy type format. Do you want me to get into that, or
Sure, yeah, you can explain what that is and how it works and how you work with people. Yeah, that would be great.
Excellent. Okay, so it's actually pretty exciting. We start with some back and forth conversation about things that have come up in your life, maybe patterns or behaviors that you are maybe feeling stuck in. And those are things that your body has been conditioned to do based on a prior incident in your life. And you've come to a point now where you realize that pattern isn't serving you anymore. So we have a conversation about what that is, what that looks like, and what you would like to be doing instead, which is really an interesting way to kind of self-evaluate. And then we do some conversation specifically around what that incident that caused that behavior pattern might have been. And then I use your words that I've gathered in that conversation to create some statements that you repeat after me to allow you to start deprogramming some of those patterns and behavior and open the door for some new programs, new behaviors. And what's really exciting about it is that it's not my programming that I'm imprinting onto you to replace this. It's yours.
Yeah.
It's what you want. And it's how you want to proceed. So it really allows this to be a very personalized experience, as well as allowing you as a client to really get to choose how you would like to proceed forward in your life based on your beliefs and your upbringing and how you want to live. So it's actually very exciting.
I love that. I've not heard of this before, but it really sounds like should have been in my orbit. This should have been around me. I should have heard of this before. Is this a new type of therapy or a new type of modality? Or is this okay?
It is. It's relatively new. The moderators, I guess is the word for it, are actually based in Canada. So it might be kind of a little out of our orbit here in the States.
Okay.
But it is a compilation of a lot of different practices.
Yeah, sounds like it.
That yeah that are that are out there, but it just is really condensed into this really user friendly is the word I want to use, because it's a very easy conversation to talk about what doesn't work for us anymore. I mean, we all know what we're doing that doesn't work for us anymore and what we want to be doing instead, and using those words, your own words, and your own desire to change is really very effective. So it's very, very
Yeah.
cool.
Sounds like it's something that you're kind of like pulling out of the client and then feeding it back to them in a more forward thinking, more positive way for their future, for like you said, for
Absolutely.
what they want and what aligns with
Right.
their beliefs, using their own words.
Their
Yeah.
words. And that is just what makes it so powerful, is that it
Yeah.
is the client's words. It is your words being put back to you. And so then it's very personal.
Yeah.
It's not some theory that's out there that's being brought in and overlaid on your life, because everybody's different. Everyone has a different journey, a different course, and different experiences. And to use your own words and desires and put
Yeah.
it back together for you just is really powerful. It's been very powerful for me personally.
Yeah, awesome, awesome. Well, thank you for that. I say it a lot, but I learn so much just by doing this and talking to people. So I love that. So you have been doing Reiki, and do you also do, is it you're still doing some aromatherapy? And of course you do the sound baths and you do one-on-one sound healing. You've got a lot of offerings. How much of it kind of goes together that you can have someone like a one-on-one client and we're going to do this and we're going to do this and then we're going to do this? Or is it all sort of blended?
For one-on-one sessions, what I'm finding is that people want to be able to come in and have the space to themselves.
Yeah. They don't want to do it
And
in a group setting. They're too
exactly,
personal stuff
exactly.
they're working on. Yeah.
Yeah. And, to be able to just lay still and close your eyes and not worry about who's moving around and what's this and what's that and where's my stuff and whatever. And so I've had some one-on-ones just for sound baths.
Yeah.
I also have had a couple of really interesting groups that come in to have a private group sound bath.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so there's this really wonderful group of ladies that comes in every couple months because they have a rotation of their activities, which I just love.
Nice. Yeah.
And they come in, and it's just then their group only, no one else in the space. They're a little more relaxed. They have a little bit of social time. But as far as what I offer in the one-on-one, it is specific to what the client wants,
Yeah.
and what we discuss will help them and support them. If you come in and we're talking along the lines of what really is going to fit is a sit session, we can do that and then maybe finish with a short sound bath.
Yeah.
The goal is to hold this space for people who can benefit from it, but then also be able to bring to them what they're ready to work with.
Yeah. Yeah, and so I have been to, I don't know if it was two or three of your group sessions, and I had been to a few sound baths before, years before, and it can get emotional for people, and it can get very personal. And I'd like you to talk a little bit about how just the vibrations and just the sounds, how it can be healing and how it can affect the body and the emotions, because it can be pretty profound. It can be pretty amazing. People might not realize that that's the experience they might be coming for. It's not just like a spa like concert kind of a thing. It's not just like musical. It's much more than that. So if you could talk on that a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. So the goal of the sound bath, and I know folks, watch sound baths on YouTube and
Right.
listen to audio, and that's wonderful. Great, great way to relax and decompress. But the real benefit of a sound bath is actually the vibration.
Yeah.
So as I make noise with all of these, it creates vibrations that move from the instruments out into the room. And the vibrations actually move through your body, which is why, depending on what type of event we're hosting, you might be laying in a different direction. But but the vibrations move through your body, allowing you to clear and release anything that maybe you're holding or is stuck. And that can look like a lot of different things. It really is based on what you've experienced and what, again, you're ready to be done holding on to.
Yeah.
So I let people know that as they feel emotions or as things come up, that it's a really nice opportunity, the same as you would maybe in an actual massage, to breathe and allow that to process out. And bring it back into your awareness. Okay, yeah, okay, I'm ready to be done with that. It can be a hard conversation that you had this week. Um, it could be, a tough interaction that you had with a family member, coworker, whatever it might have been. It could be heartbreak. It really can be a very wide variety based on everyone being individual. And yes, it can be very emotional to hash through those things again.
Yeah.
Myself, when I experience a sound bath, I do get emotional. My eyes water. I am not crying per se in sadness, but it is my body's release. And
Yeah.
so I will sit up after the sound bath and just be soaking wet, but not necessarily sad.
Yeah.
And so I encourage people that as they have those emotions, to breathe through them, allow them to happen, release them, allow them to move through your body. Um, and it's kind of the goal of getting in and spending some time working on yourself is allowing
Yeah.
yourself to process.
Yeah.
Other people find it as simply a very relaxing, quiet
Right.
space, and it's a break from phones and TV and noise and traffic and whatever. Also very effective. You can really choose how to spend that hour of downtime.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a deep emotional experience. It just can
Okay.
be. But yeah, it's
Mhm.
definitely very just soothing and relaxing, a nice end to your day or your week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some people even fall asleep.
Right. Yeah.
And the vibrations still work through your body as you sleep.
Sure.
Especially the early stages of sleep are really your clearing, transformational, restorative time. So
Yeah.
it works.
Yeah, very nice. So, has there been anything that has surprised you about doing the work that you do, whether it is with Reiki or the sound baths or the one-on-one sound healings or any of that? It's been a year since we spoke, so has there been anything that has surprised you since you first started until now?
I think the part that not necessarily surprises me, but just really makes me love what I'm doing
Hmm.
is that when people come in and maybe don't believe the value they can gain from this type of opportunity.
Yeah.
And I welcome everyone in here. If you want to come in and take a nap, come in and take a nap. That's
Yeah.
fine. Fine, it's your time. But the people who come in and go, well, I'm here because this guy wants me to come with them and they don't want to be alone, so I'm here. And, it's not going to work on me. That afterwards will come up and just thank me, that they had no idea that what they needed was a
Yeah.
little bit of time and space spent focusing solely on themselves or or really what they have inside them. We're all so busy. And so for me, again, it's the part of that, doing what I do and having people appreciate it. So
Yeah, so the feedback is really, yeah, I'm sure it just keeps coming and always will. So yeah, no surprise to you, but just loving that others are surprised at how it can
mhm.
affect them. Yeah, I can see that for sure. That's great. So yeah, so some people, like you said, some people come in like, it's not going to work on me. I don't know. I'm just here with them. What kind of misconceptions or misunderstandings that people have that you can kind of I guess it's the kind of thing you have to experience, wouldn't you say, or feel it for themselves. You can't tell somebody what it's going to be like, just the same as like, giving birth or falling in love, like those kinds of things you can't explain to somebody until they
Mhm.
feel it for themselves. So the same with sound baths. So did you ever think that sound baths would be described as, feeling the same as falling in love or giving birth? How funny. So But yeah, I mean, you have to experience it for yourself for sure. So where's the best place for people to reach you? I know you've got your website, and so I took another peek at the website. You don't have yet the SIT certification because you're just wrapping that up. That's not on there yet, is it?
No, not on there yet. Still waiting for all of the official paperwork to come through.
Yeah.
Um, but that'll be the next upgrade to the website. And
Okay.
website does have the calendar. I'm
For the
keeping it
events.
about a month at a time up for the classes. You buy tickets ahead for the sound bath, and then there's a little information email box to send me messages if you're interested in doing one-on-one stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm on the business is on Facebook and on Instagram. So whatever your preferred method for following things. And we are on TikTok. So we're just
Oh,
getting our
okay.
presence started out there. So
Oh, how fun.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So we'll have those links below. Well, is there anything else that you would like to share or anything else you'd like to make sure that people know before we go?
I think that really just I want to encourage people that, life is such a beautiful journey and there are so many different ways to find your way through it. If integrating one of these holistic therapies into your life helps improve it, then man, by all means pursue it. And if you don't know, reach out, contact someone, try something, find a practitioner that you connect with and see what they can bring to your life and see what tools you can gain and grow from. And
Yeah.
I just there's just as many different ways as there are people in the world there are to find your way through it
Right.
and why not do it at the best way you can.
Yeah.
So
In the most holistic way you can. Yeah. And I think that most holistic practitioners would welcome for anybody just to reach out and ask questions and find out what they're all about and that's a big part of why I do this is so people can learn about the different methods and the different modalities and kind of get a little sneak peek from the practitioners themselves and then anybody that they want to learn more about they can reach out to. So thank you once again, Jen, for being my
thank you. Thanks
50th
for having
guest
me.
and my
Yeah,
first.
thank you.
Absolutely. So let's, learn and grow together and share this out. And if you're a holistic practitioner and would like to be my guest, please reach out. And hopefully, I'm going to try to make this 50th episode be the one that I have my intro music attached to. I've been working on that for a while, and this would be a good one to get it figured out. So, so if you heard that, let me know what you think below. And we'll have all of Jen's links below. Hey, we didn't mention, so do you want to mention the name of your website?
Oh,
So
yes. Dot com.
ouresentialenergies.com, and it's
Yep.
spelled
ENERGYS for energies.
GYS, not
Yep.
IES. Yes. Okay.
Yep.
But we'll have that linked below.
Great.
Okay.
Thank you.